Hi, today we will be learning states of consciousness and sleep disorders. First, we have to know what is consciousness. Consciousness is your awareness of everything that is going on around you and inside your head at any given moment, which you use to organize your behavior, thoughts, sensations, and feelings. For example, when you're talking to your friend and you can reply with a clear and justified sentences, you are conscious, as you can generate thoughts, feelings, behavior to respond to the conversation. Being conscious are also called as waking state of consciousness, which we feel alert for things happening around us. For example, when a car is in front of you, you will move away, as you are alert of what is happening around you. Of course, being conscious isn't the only state that a human can experience. There are also different types of outer states of consciousness which varies from waking consciousness that makes our life rich. An outer state of consciousness occurs when people like us enter a different state of consciousness other than the normal waking state. During the outer state of consciousness, thoughts may become disorganized, uncertain, and you may feel less alert as compared to waking state. For example, when you're driving to school and at the same time you are thinking about what to eat later, you realize you have no idea how you drive to school. This shows that you are in an outer state of consciousness at that moment. This happens as one level of conscious awareness was driving while the other was thinking about the food, and this is dangerous. Have you ever wondered why it is illegal to drive while using your phone? Because it is actually as dangerous as driving after using alcohol. Maybe we call it multitasking, but it is actually dividing our consciousness into multiple parts, and our brain not trained to do that naturally. So, why do we have to know about consciousness before we learn about sleep disorders? Because sleep disorders happen when we are asleep. And when we are asleep, our thoughts are disorganized, fuzzy, and feel less alert. This is a state where we are conscious, but not in a normal waking state of consciousness. Why do we say we are conscious when we are asleep? Well, if someone hits your face while you are asleep, you definitely wake up, as you are conscious but you are in an outer state of consciousness. Next, we are going to explore three different types of sleep disorders. First, sleep apnea. Normally, we have an open airway while we are asleep. But obstructive sleep apnea happens when the muscle of your throat relaxes when you're asleep and it blocks the airway of your throat, which makes limited amount of oxygen allowed to pass through the airways. So, breathing is momentarily cut off during sleep apnea. Consequently, the oxygen level of your blood will lower down and your brain will fire a signal to briefly awake you from sleep in order to breathe. However, this awakening is usually so brief that you can't remember it. Well, does it mean that we can't recognize whether we have sleep apnea or not? Not at all. We still can know if we have loud snoring, awakening with a dry mouth, excessive daytime sleepiness, and difficulty paying attention while awake. It is quite common to have snoring when we catch a cold, but for people who snore every night and quite loudly, it is often associated with sleep apnea. When breathing stops for 10 seconds or more, there will be a sudden silence, and followed by a loud snoring as the person tries to get air into their lung. Now, you may be wondering what is the cause of sleep apnea and who will most probably have sleep apnea. Sleep apnea can happen to all gender at any ages, kids, teens, adults, or elderly. The causes of it varies. A few more common ones will be obesity, smoking, or use of alcohol. For mild stage of sleep apnea, a change in lifestyle like losing weight, quit smoking or alcohol, or sleep on your side rather than your back might be helpful. If it gets severe, please consult a doctor for treatment. Next, we will be learning another type of sleep disorder, sleepwalking. Sleepwalking is also called somnambulism. It is a behavioral disorder of sleep in which a person sits up and performs various motor actions such as standing, walking, talking, eating, screaming, or even driving.